Faith Walk of the Day on this thankful Thursday, June the 20th. And today I want to let you know that you should not expect people to be more than they are. You should not expect people to give beyond the capacity that they are capable of giving. So just because you are a big giver doesn't mean other people are big givers. And sometimes what is offensive to you was not intended to offend. Sometimes it was legitimately what they think and how they felt, like whether somebody says something crazy and you took it as an insult, or whether someone didn't meet your expectation and you feel like they did it on purpose. You get yourself in trouble that way because you're always trying to assume how they felt about you. And that's way too much work to do. I think you should extend grace and realize that people are human and people can only have the capacity to give from the well that they have inside. So if you didn't come from a loving family, if you didn't come from being respectful, if you didn't come from certain types of things, then sometimes that stuff is legitimately foreign to you. Like, oh, I just said this because this is how I felt. I've met people like that plenty times. And because I don't operate that way, I don't expect them to be me. And it has freed me in a lot of ways to let people be who they are. You know, they don't get there until they get there. And if you're expecting someone to operate like you and they're not there yet, then that's not smart on your part because they're not capable of doing it. You know, you have to give grace to people and you have to be forgiving when people kind of screw up big time. Because here's the deal. When people get it right, you don't ask them why. But when people get it wrong, you always ask them why. Well, why were you so nice to me? But then when someone messes up, you get overly upset and overly angry. Learn to be balanced and learn to understand that people are human. Sometimes they will get it right and sometimes they will get it wrong, and don't take it personal. What I try my best not to do is when someone does something crazy or even when it's offensive to me, I never assume that in their head they were saying, how can I frustrate Erica? Or how can I irritate Erica? It's something in their own mind that I have no control over. But when you take everything personal, every mistake is personal. You didn't speak to me. You were thinking, I want to intentionally not speak to her. That's too much work. That's too much. Don't put that much pressure on yourself. They had something going on at home. They may be rushing home for something. Who knows what they're going through? It's really none of my business. But how you feel and how you interpret other people's actions can sometimes determine your happiness. You put your happiness in their hands when everything that you feel is based on what they did or did not do. And that is way too much work. So I don't know who I'm talking to this morning, but maybe you're dealing with somebody at work or in your family or at church, and they keep doing this one thing and you keep taking it personal. It's not you. Stop taking it personal. I've had to learn to do that in my life, especially in my career. People who will respond when I send a message or they won't for a few days. I just tell myself they're busy. It's okay. They didn't look at the message and go, I hate when she texts me. They love me. They just don't know it. And just didn't respond quickly. My uncle, who I love and adore, my Uncle Charles, when I grew up, he would say, everybody loved me and I love everybody and don't tell me nothing different. And sometimes it freed me from being upset or annoyed or irritated or emotional or angry, upset, whatever emotion the enemy is trying to get me to use that day. Because it's really all the enemy. He's always trying to figure out, how can I throw you off? How can I irritate you? How can I make you sad? How can I get you depressed? How can I throw you off? Because what's coming is important and you need to be focused and you need to be prepared. But you won't be if you're caught up in your feelings. And we love being caught up in our feelings, don't we? I'm in my feelings. Girl, get out your feelings and live. Live truthfully in what's happening. Assess. Find out, why do I feel that way? What are these feelings from? You know, make sure you diagnosing yourself and figuring out where this is coming from. But by all means, don't take people personal. All right. That is my faith walk for today.